Hey everybody, Kaoiji here. So I've been playing Near Replicant, so there's a lot of cool things that have been going on, but let's take a break from that to get back into some PSO2 news. So now that the maintenance is over, we have a couple things like the new mission pass, we have the new AC scratches, and we also have challenge quests. Now, for those of you guys who might be a little bit curious as to what's going on with the mission pass, there's still some little bit of mistranslation issues or even just some lack of information. With the official PSO2 website putting out a statement saying that on May 25th, after the maintenance, there's going to be a change in the mission pass gold tickets being removed from the premium AC shop as well as SG shops. For those of you guys who may have been unaware, basically what wound up happening is when the global version was released, we were introduced the Mission Pass Gold, and it was actually bundled as a part of getting premium. The gold ticket was also available in the SG shop for 200 SG, and it was able to be obtained by a lot of free players. So there's a lot of debate on whether or not this is actually going to be completely discontinued, because in the Japanese version, they wound up saying that the pass is going to be gone, and everybody who currently owns a Mission Pass Gold ticket will be able to trade those in for EX 250%. And considering these statements came out literally at the same time on both the global and Japanese versions, it could be seen that they're going to have two different ways of handling it, one for the Japanese, one for the global. And with New Genesis right around the corner, which you guys can actually go ahead and sign up for the beta even still now, I mean, there's a lot of speculation here is maybe they're just going to revamp the entire system and take it into New Genesis. And then going on what's going on with the mission pass right now, this is what we believe to be our final mission pass that we get in the global version until we get more information. So for free, you wind up getting the Tridongo weapon camos. You also wind up getting flight goggles, some Darkstone Deimoses, the Gallic weapon camos as well, the Cherry Blossom Afro, and another Power Stone Granian. Then for the gold tier mission rewards, you actually wind up seeing a lot of older accessories and cast sets come back. You also wind up seeing the supplementary sword arm for left and right also make its appearance. You wind up seeing the PB Saber, as well as modern hairpins and a couple of other outfits and accessories that we would be interested in using. For me personally, I'm actually very excited that we're going to get the Tatahime 2 mag, because that was actually one that I really enjoyed after seeing it in the Japanese version of the game. So I'm probably going to swap my pod out for that one finally. We also have Lethal Designs 2, which is the new AC scratch. And really the most important thing out of this is the Space Tuna suit. Okay, fine. There's also a lot of accessories and hairstyles that come out of the scratch. And again, hairstyles and accessories are probably the most important things going on right now, mainly because those are going to be usable on both body types when we wind up playing New Genesis. So if you're anything like me and you want to start preparing for New Genesis now, then you really want to start picking up as many accessories as you possibly can, especially since you can change the anchor points on all of them, so you can fully customize your character even more with any of the accessories you wind up seeing. There's also the weaponoid poses that we're going to wind up getting as well. There's 5 through 9, which this is going to complete the set of all the weaponoid poses that we didn't get before. And there's also the vocal performance after doing 45 scratch as the reward for this time around. Then also when it comes to the fun scratch, we want to getting more hairstyles, more stickers, and a lot of the other accessories that, you know, were more casual, let's say. Me personally, I'm actually very interested in getting the arm drills because I want to anchor them to my hands. That way I can have a character that's actually, you know, punching with drills, you know, especially when I start using things like weapon stealthing. And then finally, we have one of the most important things, new content. And this time it's cross-ship content. So now that you don't have to worry about Seguimos Cantando or Seguimos Bailando, you guys can actually enjoy the Sakura Blossom or Flower Viewing lobby, which is actually a lobby that the JP version wound up having for a while. I'm not sure if it's over already, but I'm going to tell you that it was actually really, really beautiful. It's also one of the ones that was able to premiere the graphics engine update, so it was even more beautiful after which. But now, again, what we wound up seeing is we have the Universal Challenge lobby, which is now a place where multiple ARX ships can come together to be able to take on a series of challenges. Basically, if you have friends on other ships and you want to be able to play with them, you could do that in the challenge missions. Now, these challenge missions aren't without any rewards. By getting some of the titles, you'll get augment transfer passes, as well as you'll wind up getting a ton of resources and currency needed to be able to get the Fluxio weapon series. The Fluxio weapon series is actually really good for the most part, so just keep an eye out. And for those of you guys who are like, well, why do I exactly want to farm the challenge tickets or challenge missions? Well, the reason why is because now this is a very easy way for you guys to get weapon enhanced cap +1s, ultimate boosters, and a ton of other items that you may actually be needing for a lot of your progression. There's also the Elephant Rappy that'll now appear as the seasonal enemy. And this is something to keep in mind because a lot of these seasonal camos that we wound up seeing before are also going to be dropping off of the Rappy itself. So the Evil Shinoi Naru Yanpei weapon camo is actually going to be able to drop off these Rappies, as well as the Randall Orbit, the Sorcerer's Morris, and the Sid Strix. There's also another series of weapon camos that are Cherry Blossom themed. They're going to be dropping off of the Cherry Blossom now, which is the Blossom Rosa, the Cherry Branches, and then the Sakura Backpack Katana weapon camo. Again, with the thing about weapon camos is the reason why you guys are going to be interested in things like this is because they are going to be available in New Genesis, as you'll be able to use your weapon camos in New Genesis and be able to cover as many weapons as you want. And also, it's just a no-brainer to take that with you because they just look good. Also, for those of you guys who have collected every single coded weapon, you can actually trade that in for weapon camos that'll cover all of your weapons. So rather than having a ton of inventory space for maybe 13 weapons, you can actually now convert it into one, and it'll be able to cover every weapon except for harmonizers. And then finally, one of the most important things that wound up happening is we can finally trade in 13-star units for 5 X cubes each. This will actually help a lot of our inventories, especially when it comes to running Cradle. And then also we can get the Face of the Abyss triggers now by trading in Rising Weapon Badge 5s. So this is actually an incredible thing, especially for those of you guys who haven't been able to get their Klaus weapons and units. You guys can now have an easier means of farming it. And well, this is just dope. This is also perfect for those of you guys who have been wanting to do some challenge runs to be able to, you know, 4-man, the 12-man urgent, and or do other styles of challenge quests, mainly because you want to get ready for the 4-man TPD that'll be coming out sometime later this year in the global version. And if you guys have already been checking out some of the video that has been over on the Japanese side, you know that it is an incredible challenge and not everyone is going to be able to complete it. But with that all being said, make sure you guys, if you haven't already done so, sign up for the New Genesis closed beta test because signups are still underway. And then also make sure that you guys pick up any of the accessories or anything that you guys may have wanted off the player shops and or your mission pass, because these seems to be the mission pass gold tickets are going to be going away. So for those of you guys who are already done with all your units, make sure that you wind up picking up a whole bunch of weapon stealthing because that might be profitable for you in the future. But with that, thank you guys again for watching another one of my videos. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm out.